It Takes Two, Amy Eiler, JJ Gordon. It is a Seat Yourself, and today Scott Brand is in the house. Welcome to the KFGO studio.
Hey, thanks for having me.
You're usually on the phone, and we're usually asking you about random, legal matters.
Yes, that kind of lines up with my career as an attorney.
Actually, when I asked you to come on, you were like, I don't remember what your reply was. I should have found it, but he was like, don't say anything. I don't remember what you said when I called you, but you were like giving me legal advice the moment I called you to come on Seat Yourself.
Yeah, right away.
I was like, no, I'm not in trouble.
I said, don't talk to the cops. Tell them you have an attorney.
Yes.
Right there.
Scott, I threatened this immediately when Amy was like, well, what are we going to talk about today? And I said, I have a question I ask every attorney who comes on the show. What do you think is the movie or television show that gets law right? And then what's your favorite one?
And are they different or are they the same?
They're the same, but I have to do a disclaimer. Classic attorney move.
Yeah, great. I love it.
All of them get something wrong. I've never seen one where I've been like, this gets everything right.
Right, because that would probably be boring.
Yeah, right? But the answer has to be My Cousin Vinny. I mean, that's so good.
Great choice, right?
So it's funny, it's great, so it's entertaining, but it also gets things like discovery right. Like a lot of people don't know. Like, remember when he's sitting in the hotel thinking all confident that he's like, oh, I got the prosecutor to give me all this stuff. And then Marissa Tomei is like, well, it's in the rules. He has to give you all of it. It's called disclosure. That's a real rule. And then another thing that's kind of funny, as I do a lot of criminal defense with Nilsen Brand Law, I have a good relationship with the judges, but sometimes, you make your argument and the judge is like, well, that was a very well thought out, lucid argument, Mr. Brand. Overruled. Or they say, I'm going to go with the state on this one, but good try. So that happens quite a bit. But yeah, it's just a classic. Every time it comes on the TV, the TV scrolling stops, and I'm watching that.
It's a good one.
I love the description of lucid, by the way.
Yeah, right? I forget the name of the actor, but he's the guy who played Herman Munster, who's the judge in that, does a great job. And I love how he does that 180 by the end of the thing where he goes, win some, lose some.
Yeah.
See? Look, we got it.
You do.
That's just a movie, too, where my wife had never seen that. And during COVID, I was like, wait, hold on. You've never seen My Cousin Vinny? Like, you're going to love it. Joe Pesci is fantastic in it. Marissa Tomei is good. The South is even kind of good in it, like that region, like in just how bizarre and weird it is. And you got mud in your tires, man.
Yep. And then the grits. That's always great. Actually, when we have staff come into our office when they first start, it's kind of a question like, have you seen that? And if someone says no, we get the same reaction. It's like, what? Like, okay, sorry, you work at a law firm now? This is mandatory viewing.
Go home. Go home and watch this tonight.
You are done until you can get this movie in.
Scott, what brings you to the law? Why did you decide for that for a career?
Kind of the cheesy answer I suppose most attorneys give. I wanted to help people. I thought that I could try and make the world, I guess, a better place. So after I got back, I'm a veteran. So when I got back from Iraq, and I landed in Wisconsin at Fort McCoy, and I just remember stepping off the plane, and I got to smell summer for the first time since I had deployed, because you're in a desert, right? And I was like, man, I just really want to do something that makes the world better. And so I started gravitating towards like political science and then the law. And now here I am. Been practicing for like 13, 14 years. Not angry at the world yet.
Well, that's good, right?
Yeah.
That's nice to know.
Yeah.
Not angry enough to find something else anyway, right?
Yeah, that's valid.
There's a movie coming out this weekend that is a courtroom drama, but it stars the Looney Tunes.
Okay.
It's called Coyote versus Acme, and it's about the Coyote suing the Acme Corporation for making all these products that have broken over the years. Saw a sneak preview this weekend. It's delightful.
Yeah, I saw a preview when I was at Brand New Day for Spider-Man, and that movie looks like it's going to be pretty funny.
Yeah, I think that if you're someone who understands how a courtroom works, too, it's going to be even more, like, you're going to be like, oh, wow, like, this kind of feels what it is when the little guy takes on, the big guy, right? David versus Goliath.
What was funny is when you said courtroom drama, I was like, oh, I'm going to have to break his heart and tell him I don't watch any of that stuff. Because, like, my wife loves true crime as well. I don't. I live it like from 8 to
Yeah.
5 every day. So I was like, no,
Yeah.
I'm going to watch something fun like The Office or something like that. But then when you got to the
Coyote
I was like,
that'll be the thing that ties you
yep,
in.
that's the hook.
I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for you to ask the question.
Which is what?
Did you watch Jury Duty? Because
Did you watch Jury Duty?
That's JJ's favorite.
Which one is it?
Okay, so it's a television show. One season came out. There's a second now, but it's a guy who joins a jury in California, and he does not know that everyone else is an actor. And it's from some of the same people who made The Office, and so they're like, we're making a documentary about the legal process, so that's why there's cameras here. But it's a fake court case. They're fake witnesses.
Except for one guy.
Fake defendant, except for one guy who thinks that this is real.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. I watched like the original concept of that. Remember Joe Schmo?
Yeah.
Where it
yes,
was like,
yes.
So it's like that?
But it
But a
makes
jury.
Joe Schmo. It makes Joe Schmo look like something carved into a tablet. It
Okay.
is so much better. It is so good. The improv in it is fantastic. The last episode is they kind of pull back the curtains and show you how they did it. And they said, like, listen, when things started to get too silly, we would have 5 hours of real testimony in this case, right? Of like just boring, legal stuff. It is out of this world good. Jury Duty. You can find it on Amazon Prime.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's like, have we had anyone who said no, thank you, I didn't care for that? Who's come on?
No, we haven't.
I don't think so.
I still haven't watched it. JJ spent a solid 3 years trying to get me to watch it, and I haven't yet. But I will someday. I will.
People hit you up for legal advice all the time.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
It's always, I'll get a random Facebook message like, hey, I've got a question. And I mean, it's fine. I think it just kind of comes with the territory.
Oh my gosh, because they're already texting in.
I just saw that too. I was like, the second we said we got an attorney, and I
wow.
get it, right? It's sort of like I had a friend who was a dentist who goes, people just show you their teeth, or they're like, and they point like to a back molar,
Oh my
and he's like,
gosh.
I am on the golf course.
Yep.
What do you want me to do? And then
so
he
funny.
goes, I still diagnose it. I'm like, we gotta get you in. You've got a bad root going on there.
That's
So-
usually what ends up happening too. Is it's never a quick and easy answer, right? Like, so you just say, hey, we're gonna have to probably bring you in, talk to you, and see what the options are. So, if there are questions, I'll be happy to take them. But more than likely, that's gonna be my advice: is talk to an attorney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time someone's asking for advice, they're already down the rabbit hole a little bit,
Right.
right? When they're like, oh, I should probably consult someone about this.
No one really contacts me and says, you know what, I'm having just a wonderful time in my life, and I think I should consult an attorney about that.
You know what? Things are going great. Everything is going perfectly. I feel like my life's all falling into place. That's why I called Scott Brand at
Yep.
Nielsen Brand Law.
What if someone called and was like, I won the lottery yesterday?
Oh, see, that would be a good call.
I mean,
to
that
get.
would be a good
and
one,
I feel
right?
Like
And they're
you
like,
do-
I don't know what to do. What do you say to that person who's like, listen, I won the lottery and it's big?
I would probably say the same thing. You need to come in to talk to an attorney because it is a big deal. There's going to be people, coming out of the woodwork saying that you owe them money or asking for money, and you need to start planning for what to do with all this wealth.
Would you like to rep a lottery winner?
I
Does that
probably
sound
wouldn't.
fun?
That's outside of what I usually do. I'd probably get them to another attorney in our office.
Now, when they commit a crime after they won the lottery, then they can go and see
then,
Scott.
Then
yeah.
they can come straight to me.
Yep.
There you go. That's good. And you know what? There's a guy who won a big, huge lottery prize, and he's been arrested 4 times
Yes.
since he won it over Mother's Day weekend.
We
What
were
was he
reading about
arrested
that
for?
guy.
Oh, domestic assault,
violence, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
choking his now ex-girlfriend. And then there was something else that was like he messed up a bar, like he just roughed up a bar when they tried to cut him off. And I'm like, well, I mean, you got the money to pay for it at least.
Yeah, he can afford an attorney.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he can.
A really, really good attorney
Yeah.
too.
Whatever attorney he wants, he can probably afford. Oh, yeah, we have all these questions coming in at 35270. That's so funny. Oh, someone also wants to know, has he watched the series Lincoln Lawyer? That is so good.
I have not. I watched the movie, though, the Matthew McConaughey one. Yep.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I
And
can't
his-
imagine what it would be like to run your office though out of the back of a car. I know that was kind of the whole thing about it, is like he's always on the move, but
I'm going to try my best not to find out.
yeah, right.
This is It Takes Two. Seat Yourself, brought to you by the South Fargo Dairy Queens with Scott Brand today here on KFGO. You can join the conversation by texting us at 35270. Seat Yourself, brought to you by the South Fargo Dairy Queens, but we're eating Sammy's today. We're not eating Dairy Queen, but it is Dairy Queen season, and you guys got to try that caramel apple blizzard.
It's so
that
good.
That thing is so good.
I did not know that was a thing.
It's ridiculous. It's like their seasonal blizzard right now, and I don't usually get real excited about blizzards, but there was something about that one.
Yeah, it's a caramel apple
really
cheesecake blizzard.
So
not
good.
to be missed.
Okay,
All right, my
so
wife and kids are listening
miss
to this,
that.
so
Okay.
it looks like we're going to Dairy Queen tonight. So thanks, guys.
You're welcome.
I have a
You're
buddy
welcome.
who only.
It's the night before school, okay?
It
yeah,
is.
it's a
It is.
perfect night to
It's
go
a
get
perfect
it.
night to go get DQ.
I have a buddy who says like, "Oh, I got DQ 3 times last week," and then I found out he was ordering delivery for each of those. And I'm sorry, but I don't feel like Dairy Queen is a restaurant that you want to deliver from because you're always getting an ice cream treat,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like, do you feel
Unless
me
they
on
like-
that
I want
one?
them to turn the blizzard over in front of me.
Yes.
And then the
Right.
spoon. And before I even put the car in park, I got to sample it, make sure it tastes right.
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 So, yeah, I'm not waiting for delivery for that.
Exactly. Scott Brand, did you ever have a nickname growing up? Like, were you a Scotty? Were you, did you have some other weird nickname we don't know?
No, I guess. Just Scott.
Just
but
always been just Scott.
when I played sports, when I wanted to talk smack to my friends, I'd call myself the main man.
Okay.
So,
May
yeah,
I make
main
a-
man scores again.
The main man.
And then- yeah,
The
so-
main man.
May I make a suggestion for you? And
You
this
sure
is
can.
less nickname, more catchphrase. I want you to like win a case when the judge is, case dismissed, and then it's down. I want you to put sunglasses and go and be like, "That's on brand," and then walk out of the courtroom. And I want you to bust into places and be like, "Where is he?" Be like, 5 minutes late. That's on brand. I
will
would hire
incorporate
you
that now.
in a
Scott
second
Brand.
if I found that.
Scott Brand. On brand.
Yeah, it's also a podcast.
Yes.
Ooh, I would love to do
Yeah.
a podcast.
Yeah.
Right? It's perfectly named already. Like
Right.
you've
On
happened
brand.
into something perfect.
On brand is the name. On brand with Scott Brand.
All right, it's trademarked right here, right now.
Right here,
Those are the rules,
right
right?
now.
We declared,
How easy it is?
we
I-
declared on the radio.
You tell me.
Boom, lawyered, on brand.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so we find out Scott Brand on Seat Yourself graduated from in 01 from West Fargo.
Correct.
So you had your 20th a few years ago, 5 years ago.
Yep.
How was your 20th high school reunion, and are you looking forward to your 30th?
Jeez.
Did you go to it?
Yeah, I went to it.
You guys go to your high school reunion?
Yeah, when you're successful and you host a radio show, why wouldn't you go?
I
When you're-
didn't go. I
when
don't
you're
even
an
know if I had
attorney,
one.
When you're a veteran, you're an attorney, you got your life put together, you go to it. You know who doesn't go to their high school reunion?
Me?
That kid who thought that that kid who peaked in high school. They're the ones who aren't going.
Okay.
Oh, I would argue I peaked in high school. Oh, but I mean, it wasn't the best attended, but I'm actually kind of one of the rare people. I'm still good friends with the people that I went to high school with.
Oh, yeah?
For example, about a month ago, I went out to Montana with a guy that I graduated from high school with. Met a guy that I went to high school with, and his younger brother and his parents. And we went to a couple concerts out in Missoula. So
That's awesome.
yeah, we
I just-
stay in routine contact.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I just assume the people that I'm supposed to be in contact with from high school, I'm in contact with. And then I don't, what, you know what I mean?
It's just nice to see people you haven't seen for a long time.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
true. I have no idea if we even had one. I have no clue. I do
we
not
had
know.
We had a Facebook group made for it and everything. So
I run
Yeah.
into a lot of parents of kids I went to high school with, and so the parents give me the update.
Well, and you guys also live in the same town you graduated.
that's fair.
Yeah.
And so maybe if I lived in the same town I graduated, it would be like, well, yeah, I'm here. I might as well. Might as well go see a few people I haven't seen in a long time because I'm running into their parents. But I'm not in that world anymore.
If you want to go to one, I'll take you to the next
Okay,
one.
thank you so much.
This is my friend Amy who wants to see what a high school reunion's all about. Welcome to West Fargo.
Okay, let's take a
I'll
step
just
back.
go to yours. Actually, can I start doing that? Can I just go to everybody else's
You
high school
absolutely
reunion?
should.
That's
I
fun.
always thought about this. I had a ton of friends in the 01 class of Fargo South. I was like, I kind of would prefer to go to your reunion than my own.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I think what you do as you get older, my parents did this, is eventually you start merging them.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
The all school type things. Yeah.
So I guess if we live long enough to see that, then you'll get to.
There you go.
Enjoy it. Yeah.
Hear that? Or I'll just go to, Mick's office on a Friday night and bump into a bunch of people, one or the other.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, you said you went out to Missoula with this guy you graduated from high school with to go see some concerts. What concerts did you go to?
It's a band called Widespread Panic.
Oh, I know Widespread
you do?
Panic. I do.
Oh my gosh, nice.
You went out to Missoula for that show, huh?
Oh yeah, I've been all over the country for them. I've seen them in New York at Radio City Music Hall,
Really?
Red Rocks in Colorado, been to the West Coast, everywhere in between.
Okay, so do you follow any other bands, or is Widespread Panic yours?
Widespread Panic's mine.
Wow.
So yeah, and my circle of friends, for the most part, do it. My wife thinks I'm crazy, but that's not just the Widespread Panic thing. She
Right.
just generally thinks that. So
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a thing that we like to get together for every now and then and catch up and have a good time.
I mean, Amy doesn't even know this, but I need to take some days off in September because I'm flying to Maine to go see Dave Matthews.
Oh, nice.
Or what I figured out was my 20th show.
Nice.
Yeah, right? And I've got a buddy who this is his 180th show. And so I'm just trying to catch up a little bit. But I haven't been to a Dave Matthews concert since I was 35. And so I'm wondering what it feels like to go as a 43-year-old. And I bet it's not nearly as fun as it was when I was in my 20s.
Yeah, and now if
Nothing
you know,
is.
I can't remember if Dave did this, but Widespread Panic has 2 sets, so you get a break in the middle of the concert, and so then you start talking to some other fans, and you kind of share your resumes, and people have been following them since like the '80s, and it's just kind of crazy. There's old people still keep going too.
Widespread Panic. Like, give me a song.
This must have been a year ago when you were talking about. Remember the Tall Boy?
Yes.
Yeah, I was the texter that was texting you in and said that's a song.
yes. Because
So, yeah.
we were talking about Tall Boys and Pounders,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
Like whether or not they were the same thing. And they have a song. I played it, didn't I?
Yep, you did.
Yes.
So but they're not mainstream per se. They're like a jam band. I kind of liken them to maybe like the Allman Brothers or something like that.
I
Sure.
feel like I saw them at 10K.
You did.
Like maybe a couple times during the run of 10K, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I was there for those shows too.
Yeah.
So
You and I are probably rocking some flip-flops,
Yep.
dancing near each other someplace.
for sure, drinking a Tall Boy.
This is one thing I will say
Drinking a
about
tall
the
boy.
difference between going to a concert in my 20s versus going in my 40s. My seats are a lot better.
Yeah.
Like, they are so much better than they were back when I was like, listen, I'm going to buy GA, or I'm way... Like, the first time I saw Tom Petty, we sat as far back in the Xcel Energy Center as you absolutely could. And then when I got a little bit older and I saw Tom Petty again, I'm like, we're going to go on the Delta executive level here. Like, let's spend some money.
I dropped some money on Tom Petty concert as well. We got really close to the stage.
Yeah.
And it was one of the best concerts I've ever experienced in my life.
Really?
Weren't you
Yes,
amazed
by
at
far.
how long he went? Like, I think
Yeah.
by the time I saw him, and I'm gonna just assume with you too, the band had been around for a long time. He's an older guy, and I thought, well, he'll play the hits and then he'll be done. No. The 3 times I saw Tom Petty, he put on a heck of a show that lasted a long time.
Yeah, he was phenomenal. And he had for the concert that I went to, he had that like the purple like suede suit on, the full beard, and Steve Winwood actually opened for him. So,
Really?
Yeah. So I was like, man, I'm already happy with the concert with the opener.
Right.
And I was like, then Tom Petty comes out and blows it off the roof.
Tom Petty did one of the funniest things I've ever seen happen on stage, where it was right when is it Wildflowers? Was that his last album that came out?
But it was an album, not his last one.
Okay,
But yeah.
So it was when Wildflowers came out, and he goes, "All right, now we're gonna play 2 songs from the new album, aka Time for You to Go to the Bathroom." I was like, "Way to know your crowd, dude! Like that's awesome." And yes, I am gonna go to the bathroom because these are not like ingrained in my mind songs
Right.
yet.
You know who else put on a crazy good show for their age was the Rolling Stones.
Oh yeah,
I
I think
bet.
Mick Jagger is like 81, and he's moving better than I can. Like
he's got moves like Jagger.
bopping around. Yeah, I guess he does. He was moving around everywhere the whole time, engaged the whole time. I was blown away. That was just a couple years ago.
And that's one of those bands where you want to be able to tell your grandkids, right? Like, I saw the Rolling Stones, and they're
Yep.
like, Grandpa, they're still touring. And they're like, I know. And Keith is the only one left. But that's a band that people will talk about for the next 100 years.
Yep.
And so getting to see them live is great. It's fantastic.
And I've seen a few concerts in my day. So what's funny is when we're on the radio, I always annoy my kids. Like, yep, I've seen this person in concert. I've seen this person in concert.
So you're like a concert guy. I didn't know that.
I used to be. Now I'm old. So like I said, we only go to like the only concerts I went
Right.
to this year. I think were just those Widespread Panic ones. But when
Okay.
I was young and rebellious
Well, it's
and
not
free,
just
I
old. It's
I
like
hit the road.
Now you're spending your disposable income and time with your children.
Oh,
There's that.
travel baseball.
Travel
That's,
baseball. Yep, that'll
That
do
takes
it.
away from concerts. That's for sure.
That is your concert this year. Yep. Look
Well-
at our great concert out on this field tonight. That's it.
Well, yeah, but like they did a great rendition of the national anthem. So you did get
They
to stand
don't.
up.
You don't even get the national anthem at travel baseball.
What?
No, you don't.
Scott, you got to change
You
that.
could add that in.
I want to take him to court. I want to sue for
Who
that.
should
Can
we? Who should we line up to sing for us? Do you want to do it?
you.
You don't want to hear me sing.
I've done the national anthem once, but it was in character as a character named Scotty Rabidowitz.
Okay.
And I had a fake mustache, and I looked like Robert Goulet because I had like sunglasses indoors. And I did the absolute best I could. And like when I was in high school and I was in musicals, I got the speaking role, right?
Okay.
Because I can't hit the notes. But it like there's something, it feels good, right? It feels good when someone asks you to sing like the national anthem. Okay.
we
Anyways.
actually recruited my mom to sing the national anthem for my youngest swim meet.
Really?
Yeah, she's got a
That's
phenomenal voice. She sings at
adorable.
church, and she nailed it at
Oh,
the
that's
Halbert
great.
Aquatic Center in West Fargo.
And I bet
So-
the acoustics in there are real good, right?
She rocked it out. So it was good job, Mom.
Good. What's your mom's name?
Debbie.
Way to go, Debbie.
Debbie.
There you go. You got a shout out, Mom.
Debbie, that was
also-
on brand. Scott, I am curious. You've gone to concerts. You've gone across the country. Can you tell me a couple of your favorite venues? I mean, I think you said you saw Red Rocks, Widespread at Red Rocks.
Yep. Red Rocks is next level, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
I also kind of told you that other one too, Radio City Music Hall.
Yeah.
That place is really, really neat. And the place that we went to this time was really neat too. It's I think it's called Kettle House Amphitheater.
Yeah.
So it's like in the foothills of the mountains. There's a river that runs behind it. It's
Oh,
just
awesome.
Gorgeous. So I'd say those would be my top 3, but I've been to so many, and like I said, now I'm getting older. I can't remember all of them.
Yeah, I'm not camping at any of these anymore. You know, like
Yeah.
when my buddy was like, "Hey, do you want to come back out to the Gorge?" Because Dave Matthews always played Labor Day weekend at the Gorge. He's like, "Do you want to do that?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm staying in Seattle, and I'm going to drive in every night. I'm at the bare minimum, I am at a Hampton Inn. I am not camping with the general pop anymore. My body can't take it. It's just
Yep.
not going to happen."
That's like that at Alpine Valley too. I've been there.
Yes.
And like, no, you're driving back into town.
Yeah, you're going back into. In fact, our boss was just there. What's that little town that's nearby that everyone loves so much? It's on the lake. Darn it! It's where the first
don't know.
Playboy Mansion was, and they invented Dungeons and Dragons
Oh my!
in the same town.
The resume for this town,
This
town
is
is
amazing, yeah.
incredible.
And when we last time I went there, their municipal golf course was for sale, which. After we were done with one of the shows one night, we had enough to drink that we were like, let's make them an offer. We could move here. Lake Geneva. It's Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, but there's a town on it that's just
Oh,
awesome. It's
okay.
like DL times 1,000.
Sure.
So
But
did they
that's where we
accept your
stayed.
offer?
Oh, no, they did not. They did not.
No.
My friend also, like, I shouldn't be telling the story on air, but I will because I don't think he's in town. So he gets arrested for public urination after one of the shows, right? And the cops are taking him away, and I'm like, where are you taking him? I got to bail him out. And they're like, we're taking him to the jail. It's over here. It's in the infancy of, like, internet on your phone. So I'm trying to figure it out, and the maps are like, where are you walking to? It takes me 2 hours to finally find where he is. And when I get there, he's sitting there chatting up these 2 female police officers, and he's like, hey, buddy, this is, Tanya and this is Marcia, and they get done with work in an hour, and we're taking them to breakfast. And I was like, we absolutely are not. I am taking you. He's like, come on. And he's handcuffed to the chair that he's sitting in, right?
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because at one point he stands up and picks up the chair and moves it somewhere else where he wants to sit. It was the most bizarre. I mean, I've been in a lot of police stations in my life, and this one was the one that felt most like I was in an 80s comedy.
That is
Out
great.
of it, yeah. And
You
guess
didn't
what?
take them to breakfast then?
They came to the breakfast place we
Oh,
went
they
to
came.
because I told him, I was like, you owe me breakfast, and like the sun is just starting to come up by the time I finally take him. And he's like, yeah, I'll buy you all the pancakes you want. And then they did show up.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I was like, this is ridiculous. This is dumb because we had 2 friends from high school who were staying at our hotel, and we haven't shown up again. So they're like, oh my God, what happened to our 2
happened?
friends?
Also,
Yeah.
that was
Alpine Valley.
Got-
Wow,
great
Wisconsin.
story.
It
that
really
was
is.
that
And,
is a good story.
I was told I was the best man at his wedding, and he told me, he's like, you can't tell the story of when I got arrested for public urination. And I said, which one? So I felt like that was a good one.
This is Seat Yourself. Scott Brand with us here until 1 o'clock. We've got like the question we ask all of our Seat Yourself guests coming up. It's
Okay.
at the end of the show. It's a brutal one, but it's fun.
All right, let's get it.
Don't leave yet, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Seat Yourself with Scott Brand here on KFGO. As we wrap it up, we ask each of our Seat Yourself guests, our last question of the show is, what is your masterpiece? It's the most brutal question ever because, and your answer can change. It doesn't have to be like, we're not going to put this on your headstone. I mean, we can if you want, but we don't plan to. But like at this point in your life, what is your masterpiece?
Well, I've listened to you guys enough to where I know that this was coming. And so I know I can't cheat and say my wife and my kids because everyone would say that
Right,
answer, even though that
exactly.
is the answer.
Thank you.
Then I realized I'm on radio, so I could lie and say my chiseled good looks. But that's not going to work either. So that I thought about it, and I think my answer is time. Because as a criminal defense attorney, I represent a bunch of honestly good people who have made mistakes. And sometimes the government is trying to throw them in jail for years of their lives. And I go in and I ask them, hey, like maybe they did something wrong, but we don't need to put them away for years. Maybe they need to go to treatment, rehab, something like that, and get them back to their families. So I just think of all the years that I've given back to my clients when they need someone in their corner, and not many people want to be in that spot. So I hope if I ever make it to the Great Spirit in the sky that he can kind of play a tapestry of all the good times with family members that my clients have gotten because of what I did.
That is such a good answer. That is such a good
It
answer.
was very on brand.
It's very,
Yes,
very
I love that.
very on brand.
Not only do I think that's a phenomenal answer, but that's the type of answer that they should be teaching in law school, right? Like that's one of the things that you should be saying is like, this is what you're giving back to people. And
Right.
especially like in a criminal defense type situation like that too. And
Yeah, and I do family law too, and it's the same thing. Like when you get someone primary custody of their kid or even equal parenting with their kid, you're giving them time with their children. And, you know, it doesn't get much better than that.
yeah, time. That's a great answer. That's a phenomenal answer.
That's
Oh,
such a
thanks.
good answer. Also, someone is backing up your statement about Scott's mom's voice is amazing. Someone said in our text club, someone knows Debbie in our
Yeah.
text club.
Debbie, you got
I don't know.
fans right here on
Also,
the radio.
Okay, we'll try to get you just some quick advice before he walks out the door. When you are a passenger in a car being pulled over, are you obligated to show your ID? That's what someone wants to know.
Are
Does
you
that depend?
obligated? Probably. I don't know off the top of my head. Probably not, but I don't know what the point is. They're eventually going to find out who you are. You can go a long ways if you can respect your rights, but if you're polite about it, you can probably go a long ways with a law enforcement officer.
Does your firm handle trusts?
Yes, we do.
Estate planning?
Yep.
That's not you.
Cassie Tostenson does that.
There you go. Cassie Tostenson at Nielsen Brand. There you go. There's someone was texting in that as well. Okay, we got a few little advice pieces for you before he walks out the door. Scott
Also,
Brand,
hold on real quick.
Yeah.
I want to get to this one too. Do you see this text? At my 30-year reunion, our class president said, when I got here tonight, I went into the restroom, looked in the mirror, and said, "What am I doing here with all of my dad's friends?" I hear you. I feel you all the time. When I talk to a high school kid now, I'm like, "Oh, I'm just like you, right? I'm part of your same generation," and I certainly am not.
No,
not even close.
You could be their dad.
Yeah, I certainly could.
Yes. Scott Brand, Nielsen Brand Law, if you want to look him up and find him, have lunch or get legal advice. He's there for both, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, for us anyway. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun.
This was so fun. See? You were like, what are we going to talk about? Why am I doing this? And I was like, just come along for the
now
ride.
We need a couple more hours.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we'll
Stick
be guests
around.
on your podcast on Brand.
Yeah.
when
That
you
sounds
launch it.
wonderful.
Can we be like one of your first guests?
You have to be.
Yes. Okay, we're excited. We'll help you get JJ will find you all the equipment that you need
Yep,
to.
bingo. I
Perfect.
got you.
We'll get it all set up.
I'll trade
Okay.
it for free legal advice.
Don't pee in public.